Graded stakes racing continues at the Spa, and the granddaddy of them all, Travers Day 2025, just around the corner. Time to take a first look. The nominations are out, and some Grade 1 horses pointing to Travers Day. Of course, it's a big day of racing. 5 Grade 1 stakes. They've also got the Grade 2 Lake Placid Stakes, but it's headlined by the Travers Stakes. Who is going to paint that canoe on Saturday, August 23rd? And remember, our Saratoga updates brought to you by RaceOracle AI. Make sure to check out the website to learn more. But let's take a look at the potential fields and the big day of racing. Saturday, August 23rd, the Travers Stakes, 1.25 miles on the dirt. The Jerkens Stakes, 7 furlongs on the dirt. Those are for 3-year-olds. Then we've got the Personal Ensign for older fillies and mares. The Kentucky Oaks winner from 2024. Thorpedo Anna going to be in that one. We've got the Ballerina Stakes. We might have the Test Stakes winner from last year, Ways and Means. We've got the Lake Placid, the Forego Stakes. We've got the undefeated Verifire going up potentially against Patch Adams, the Woody Stevens winner, and several other Grade 1 horses on tap for Travers Day. 5 Grade 1 races, and we've got the 156th running of the Travers Stakes, the Ballerina Stakes, the Forego Stakes, the Personal Ensign, the Jerkens. Those are all Grade 1s. The Lake Placid Stakes is a Grade 2, but does have several graded stakes runners pointing for that race. Of course, the big day headlined by Sovereignty, the 2025 Kentucky Derby winner. Then we've got Thorpedo Anna, the 2024 Kentucky Oaks winner. Those two going for Bill Mott and trainer Ken McPeak. They're going to be out. Let's take a look at Sovereignty winning his prep for the Travers, the Jim Dandy Stakes. That was at Saratoga. Small field. He was closer to the pace, wearing the Godolphin blue. Of course, Sovereignty has won 3 in a row coming in. He won the Kentucky Derby, then he won the Belmont Stakes, he won the Jim Dandy Stakes, and adding the Travers would be a big career headliner for Sovereignty, who continues to look like a bull in a china shop in the morning, full of energy, and seems to have come out of that Jim Dandy Stakes training forwardly better than ever. Now the Travers Stakes going to have Sovereignty, goal-oriented, Magnitude, the winner of the Iowa Derby, and also the Risen Star Stakes for trainer Steve Asmussen earlier this year, and Strategic Focus. Of course, he won a nice allowance race at Saratoga. Then he lost the Prep Stakes, the Curlin Stakes, but Strategic Focus does have some speed, and he's lightly raced. Hopefully we get a couple of other runners in the Travers Stakes. We'll come back with more right after this from RaceOracle AI.
The future of horse racing is here, and it's powered by AI. Meet RaceOracle.ai, the first platform built to outsmart the odds with machine intelligence that processes millions of data points and performance variables. Trained on over 600,000 races and learning from every race it sees, the RaceOracle model evolves constantly to give you sharper picks and smarter bets. With real-time Kelly bet calculations and a user-friendly interface, RaceOracle finds the best value in every race. RaceOracle.ai, the edge you've been waiting for.
Thorpedo Anna going to be headlining the Personal Ensign Stakes, a star-studded field. Of course, she won last time out at Fleur de Lis at Churchill Downs. A big move going into the turn, collared the leader, and then Thorpedo Anna showing her class, Grade 1 class down the stretch. She wins at Churchill Downs beneath the Twin Spires. Of course, she won the Kentucky Oaks there last year in the slop. Nice field lining up potentially for the Saratoga Personal Ensign Stakes. Now, Thorpedo Anna, overall $5 million in earnings, trained by Ken McPeak. She won the Fleur de Lis earlier this year. She won the Azzurri Stakes. Those are both Grade 2 stakes. Last year, of course, the Grade 1 Breeders' Cup Distaff, the Cotillion Stakes at Pennsylvania, the Travers Stakes, she ran second to Fierceness, and she won the CCA Oaks, the Acorn, and the Kentucky Oaks. Now, the Personal Ensign could have Raging C, randomized, My Main Squeeze, still debating between the Ballerina and the Personal Ensign Stakes. Leslie's Rose, a recent winner, also pointing for that race. Then in the 7 furlong Jerkens, we've got Chancer McPatrick, a graded winner last year 2 times. He had struggled this year in longer races. He cut back to the Curlin last time out. He's going to cut back to the Jerkens Stakes. Here he is winning the Curlin Stakes from behind. He's a stretch runner, and sometimes that style plays well. Usually get a lot of speed in the Jerkens Stakes. And we've got Patch Adams, we've got Verifire. Now, Verifire is a little bit under the radar. You may not have been following closely, but he's undefeated, 3 for 3 sprinting. He won on earlier this year at Colonial Downs, but he won the Maxfield Stakes last time out. That was at Churchill Downs. He beat Smokin' Wicked. Smokin' Wicked came back to win out of that race at Saratoga. He is going to be in this Jerkens Stakes, but Verifire going for Brad Cox, winning the Maxfield Stakes last time out. He is going to be adding some fuel to the fire with some speed. He's 3 for 3 overall. He's by Authentic out of a Smart Strike mare. He broke his maiden at Colonial Downs, a fast time that day, won at Pimlico, and he also won at Churchill Downs. He's 3 for 3, pointing to that Jerkens Stakes, and it should be a fun day of racing at Saratoga.
Zippity-yay, my oh my, what a wonderful day. Plenty of sunshine headed my way. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay.
Now the Jerkens overall, the field going to be Chancer McPatrick. We've also got Patch Adams, Smokin' Wicked, maybe Barnes, Gaming, somebody like that from the Bob Baffert barn. They've been working out. Verifire, Tres Coronas, a big winner at Gulfstream Park last time out, all pointing for the Jerkens. Now for the Forego, older crack sprinters, we've got Banishing, Bishop's Bay, Bookham Dano, Mulligan, Doc Sullivan, Scotland, Over, and Ollie. And if you haven't been paying attention, Bishop's Bay is on a little bit of a win streak. He won at Oaklawn Park. He won the Salvatore Mile in the slop at Monmouth. He's got some speed. He was on the Derby Trail last year. He just goes out and wins races. Be good to see him step up to that grade 1 class level. Bishop's Bay winning last time out for trainer Brad Cox at Monmouth Park. A big win in the slop, and he had some intrigue to that Forego. We've also got the Ballerina Stakes. That could see bright work, dazzling move. Helena's Forte, a winner last time out. Vava, grade 1 class last year. Scylla for Bill Mott. Ways and Means, the 2024 Test Stakes winner. She was favored in the Breeders' Cup Filly and Mare Sprint. My Main Squeeze, she's another one considering either the Personal Ensign or the Ballerina. But this is a win and you're in stakes for the Breeders' Cup. So you're going to see these horses in the Jerkens, the Forego, the Travers, all trying to get in and get their fees paid for the win and you're in for the Breeders' Cup. But an exciting day of racing. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. We're going to have coverage all next week of Travers Day, previews of the Travers Stakes, the Personal Ensign. We're going to go live and take your questions a week from Wednesday and get you ready for Travers Day, show some highlights and race previews. Make sure to watch for that. And of course, the win and you're in for the Breeders' Cup. The Breeders' Cup prospectus coming out, stats and information for the Breeders' Cup, post-position analysis, trainer stats, jockey stats, all of that and more. Make sure to sign up to be notified first when that comes out. The Breeders' Cup Prospectus 2025. What are some of the races you're looking forward to on Travers Day? We've got Thorpedo Anna, Sovereignty, potentially seeing Verifire, Patch Adams, Bishop's Bay, Ways and Means, and more, all coming out. The stars will be aligned on Travers Day. Our Travers Day updates brought to you by RaceOracle AI. And remember what D. Wayne Lucas always said, people have opinions, horses have the facts.